Good morning, everyone. It's December 1st. Trump administration finalizing federal bump stock ban. Now, if and when Barack Obama did things to infringe on the Second Amendment, the people on the right cried rivers of tears. But now that Donald Trump is doing it, I'm not hearing shit. There's not a single video on YouTube that I have found from conservatives or alt-righters, whatever you want to call these motherfuckers. Not a single video talking about Donald Trump doing this. And then, to add to it, NAFTA 2.0 signed a deal for the corporate 1%. And, you know, this is the deal Donald Trump kept saying that is the worst deal in American history. However, not a whole lot of it has changed. It says U.S. President Donald Trump, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, what a faggot he is, and Mexican President Enrique Peña Nieto signed a trade agreement to replace NAFTA on Friday, a deal some lawmakers and advocacy groups say is still fundamentally flawed, as it stomps on the rights of workers and the environment and empowers the corporate 1% at the expense of the rest of us. So, Donald Trump he's turning out to not be all he was cracked up to be, now isn't he? Simply put, the NAFTA 2.0 text is not the transformational replacement of the corporate rigged trade pact model that progressive activists, unions, and congressional Democrats have long demanded, wrote Lori Walsh, director of Public Citizens Global Trade Watch. And basically, they didn't even rewrite the agreement. They made some very minor changes to it and called it NAFTA 2.0. Trudeau's government has informally referred to the new agreement as a new NAFTA, noting that much of the original remains in place. Trump, who has called NAFTA the worst trade deal in world history, has wrongly insisted he is terminating NAFTA and replacing it with something entirely new. So there you go. Another lie by Donald Trump. And by the way, where'd that one go? There we go. Trump's labor secretary gave a billionaire pedophile the deal of a lifetime. And it wasn't just this particular billionaire pedophile. It was all the others that were involved with Epstein, as his non-prosecution agreement covers co-defendants. So, President Trump's labor secretary, Alexander Acosta, is rumored to be on the short list of possible attorney general nominees, but he is now facing demands to resign immediately after an incredibly disturbing bombshell investigation by the Miami Herald on Wednesday revealed that In his previous role as Miami's top prosecutor, Acosta bent over backwards to give a sweetheart plea deal to billionaire Jeffrey Epstein, who has been accused of sexually abusing dozens of underage girls. And by the way, Donald Trump hung out with Epstein just like Bill Clinton did. So, there's that. Oh, and by the way, George H.W. Bush has croaked at the tender age of, I believe it was 96. Not 100% on that, but another globalist scum bites the fucking dust. Anchorage, Alaska was devastated by a giant 7.0 earthquake. Is the West Coast next? And we just got more evidence that our planet is becoming increasingly unstable. On Friday, a magnitude 7.0 earthquake destroyed homes, ripped apart roads, and so on. I kind of find it hard to believe that DC Clothesline is actually saying this is unconstitutional. After all, they are political sycophants too, and according to these people, President Trump can do no wrong. I wonder what Alex Jones and Mike Adams and all of them are going to say about this. It's yet another encroachment on your Second Amendment rights. I mean, like I said, they cried fucking rivers anytime Barack Obama hinted at doing some kind of gun control legislation. Now that Donald Trump has openly said, take the guns first, due process second, and now they're finalizing a bump stock ban. How much fucking writing on the wall do you need? Are you people really this fucking retarded that you're going to continue to support somebody that has no support for you? Well, look at the NAFTA 2.0. But hey, what do I know? I'm just poor white trash, right? Buyers beware of these foods from China. All have been proven to be contaminated. And heavy metals like mercury, aluminum, a whole bunch of other different types of contaminants are in the food from China because China is one giant contaminated country. The whole country is contaminated. Chicago's new PlayStation tax shows how greedy politicians can be. I mean, can you imagine the nerve of these fucking people? They are taxing everything. As they said in the article, if it moves, tax it. That's government's internal motto, as Reagan quipped. To this, the city government of Chicago has added, if it amuses, tax it. And Coulter says that Trump will be the last Republican president. Well, how about this? How about we make Trump the last president, period? And this individual seems to think that Deep State has a plan to remove Trump. The war has begun, and the state is, or in the Deep State, is winning battles. No, Donald Trump is letting them win. That's what he's there for, remember? The coldest and snowiest November ever. Here is why America's freakish weather is only going to get worse. And it's because of the solar minimum. You say what you want about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She may be stupid, but she is pretty good looking and very screwable. Is your cell phone a psychotronic weapon that's controlling your mind? Some experts think so. Oh man, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. The gratitude, yes, U.S. bails out GM, and in return, GM bails on the U.S. And they got a fucking huge bailout, didn't they? But, you know, globalist corporations have no loyalty to the United States. They only have loyalty to their bottom dollar, or their bottom line. Anyway, I thought I would share this with you here because people have the impression Donald Trump is working on their behalf to improve the conditions here in the United States, but nothing could be further from the truth. And I shared this with you because this dickhead has a direct link to Donald Trump. And Donald Trump's labor secretary gave him a sweetheart deal along with all of his co-defendants. And, of course, we can't forget about the bump stock ban that Trump is supporting. Remember, get the guns first, due process second. Remember that. Anyway, hope you all have a good day. Kill the state, live free.